Well, good morning, YouTube friends. It's Sunday morning, and I'm heading out to go take a look at the yard sale finds from yesterday. If you're into it, let's do this. All right, just wrapping up a cleanup of one of my anchor items. And if you're into it, I'll let you know what I mean by anchor items. Let's go out and take a look at the stuff. I got it laid out, and I'll explain. Okay, so this little jewel, it cleaned up really nice. Camp Chef griddle, and this goes on top of the Camp Chef barbecue system or cook system. But I'm going to keep this. I'm going to pull this out of the set, and I'm going to use this with my 2-burner Coleman stove. So this is a keeper. Camp Cook Kitchen. I paid $30 for it. I'll probably get $100, and I'll keep the griddle. All right. So what might you ask an anchor item is? When you're out sailing, estate sailing, that is when, let's say, you've got $100 in your pocket, and you're saying, I'm willing to go that far as buying, and right away or later in the day you end up a couple items that you know for a fact you're going to get that $100 back, and probably quickly. I call those my anchor items, and I get those cleaned up and listed immediately. And most of the time, especially in the summer, not quite so much in the wintertime, but most of the time I'll produce my money ×2, multiple, and everything else that I purchased is 100% profit. So I take those smalls, take them down to the booth, sell them hand to hand on Facebook Marketplace, eBay, you name it. So that is an anchor item. Look for those anchor items all the time, of course. And again, when you're also a collector, just be careful you don't go down a rabbit hole and you miss out on an opportunity. You might not find what you're looking for your collection, but you can find things that you can sell and make a profit, that you can just go out and buy the item that you're looking for. So that's my tip for the day. And if you're into it, just like I promised, let's take a look at the stuff we picked up yesterday. Oh, by the way, the Camp Chef, that's an anchor item. So that's a perfect one. They go upwards of 200 plus before the accessory of the grill. I'm going to keep that accessory because I like it. It's compact. I don't have a grill. I've got the Blackstone. Take a look at my other videos. I've got the Blackstone top, the miniature one that goes onto the Coleman burners. And now I've got the grill, so it's really cool. But that's a perfect example of an anchor item. I paid $30 for it. They were asking $50. I paid $30. I'm going to get probably $100 easily for it. So as you can see, that's a net gain. I've got a couple other anchor items that I'll show you. Those 2 or 3 items will sell, and then I'm whole for the entire day for all the money that I spent on the sales, my food, my gas, all the little miscellaneous stuff that comes up through the day. So there it is. All right, let's rip through this as promised. There's the hairpin table that I picked up for $20. Probably get 60 for that. I got a really nice folding TV stand with a little rack case for holding them in place. Real nice bike rack for the bumper hitch. I got a really old USA 1945, it says LEYSE USA. I think this is a military deal. Some little trinkets in the bag, vintage bicycle, some box, new old stock Kmart hunting vest, a little rocket ship, some toys. Oh, this is cool. This is a Gilbert motor out of an erector set, and it works perfectly. A49. We already looked this up. This is $25. 50 cents I paid for that. Little Garfield, little 1988 Garfield 10. Got this out of the free box. I think I'm going to mount that on my bike. Some nice cycling gloves, Pearl Izumi. These were probably, gosh, I don't even want to know what these actually were new. A couple of under-seat specialized tool kits, some nice insulated water bottles with the protecting cover on the outside, This is an entire box of staplers, all swing line. I think this was somebody's personal collection, and I think I gave her $10 for that whole box. That was a fun little score. Brand new John E. Warmer in the hard card. This actually was from last week. Let's see, some sort of an old liquor bottle. I haven't looked that up. Brand new roll of Velcro, some urethane, 2-part urethane that's never been used. Some ice tongs, 4 brand new little straps. This is a door holder opener. This looks like an old military war helmet that sadly someone has painted. But I'm gonna look this up and see what that's all about. I got this nice little mug. I don't know what this bracket's from. A-bus. But it might be, oh, it's got some directions in it, so I'll figure that out. I picked that up. This is a cool little, I don't know, little snack, sealable little canister. Some elastic corner holders for keeping your tablecloths down for camping. Some neat little space books, some cassette, but this isn't the major score. The lady gave me the entire box of cassettes, and there's some rock and roll in there, so I'm all about that. A cup holder, a McCoy pitcher. I was just looking those up. It's a nice little pitcher. An old horn, a couple boat props, an old Tonka. This is a bunch of old brass oar locks, you name it. Fire extinguisher holder, little glass fuel filter, little drum, little bunch of fondue, skewers, the neato little cup, some old hats, funny hats. Oh, this is interesting. I got those panniers for the bicycle, and this is the rain cover that goes over the back of your bicycle that keeps the rain off your panniers. That's an interesting one too. These helmets, anchor item. Okay, we looked these helmets up. They're from the 70s. They go for about $200 a piece, so they're already listed. Let's see how that works out. I got 2 of them. Big time score on those. Let's see, another little, I think this is a hull. It's hard to see what that is. A chunk of baleen art, an 8-ball, some little Tupperware holders, a couple little geisha prints, nice lantern holder for a hurricane lamp, and a Model 23 Aladdin with the glass. It's got the heater and everything, and guess what? I have the stack for this. A really nice old tail light. Look at these brass tobacco nesting. There's 3 of them in there, and they all nest. A nice set of Yankee Turn Flex. Nice pair. Some Disney salt, pepper, and shakers. This is a little train for a kid's room. 25 cents. I'll take that down to the booth. This is a nice little tugboat. Ertl, 1999. 23 years old already. Another coffee pot. This is a Wherever 5063 Wherever, all complete. It's got its perk products in there. A couple of A&W mugs. This is a really old mug. Very thin pottery. I don't even know how to look this thing up, but I can tell that this is very old and very collectible, but very difficult also to find a buyer for. So it'll probably end up at the booth. A couple of really nice a pair of moccasins, little kids moccasins. Oh, look at this. Look at these old Champion spark plugs. Let me pull this out. Big boys. Model 25. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 of them. So that's kind of cool. Love the art. This whole, let me flip around. So old, this is probably a ribbon, but the ribbon is long gone. But I love the little cow on there. There's a Wade, and this is probably a paperweight. The Rock Lobster, it's heavy. I picked that up. I mean, all these things were like a quarter. This is a whole stack of Datsun repair manuals. So this will go on eBay. This will be a really nice, I'll probably get $30 for this stack easily. This is a nice little tin, little Asian tin. I'm not sure. This would be really cool for storing things. This is a 12-volt pump, air pump, and the guy said it's for air horns, and that's exactly what I need for my air horns, and hopefully be able to put this on my boat someday. Look at that little tea set. Sean, I think you're gonna love that. Look at that little teapot with the stand and the 4 little cups. That's pretty cool. I got a nice little moose mug. Look at that. He's getting ready to do a mule kick. That's fun. All right, now let's see. I got a little dolly here. It's missing its buttons, but I think this is for teaching kids how to use buttons and zippers and doing shoelaces. And it's old school. I actually remember this when my kids were growing up, so that's kind of cool. Maybe I'll find some buttons and have my wife see if she can fix that up. Here's an old Nebraska Dayglow sticker. Love that kind of stuff. Nice little coffee scoop. This is a Heath USA 110 little bowl. It's pretty neat. A flame spreader, number 3 banner. It's a big boy. Not sure what that's from, but I got that at the same sale of this Dietz. This is probably a $30 globe. Put that on eBay. And then I got a bunch of smalls here. Ghirardelli, Texas, Victory, some sort of a Purple Heart deal here. Idaho Spud. This is a wallet holder. Little metal placard. It says 88. Mix Racing. This is a bracelet. It says 1956. Pat. Hey, Pat. Pat, 1956. And then here's like a metal Tillamook, and it's got the little dairy cow on there. That's cool. I like that little owl. And here's a little Music Man. You push the bottom and he kind of dances. And a candle. This little wooden bear. Here's another vintage. What is it? Great Bay Pottery. That's a nice one. Looks handmade. No chips. Let's see, what else we have? Oh, nice little pepper grinder set. This is California. It says the George S. Thompson Corporation, South Pasadena, California. Super nice wooden salt and pepper set. I think we talked about the Magic 8 Ball. This is actually an old one because it actually says yes, and it actually says no, not perhaps, or not any of these flaky, you know, I don't know. Man, we're not gonna go there. I got some little dad's treats for happy times. I don't know what this is. I think you put your candies in there, but somebody put tiddlywinks in there. Nice little miniature nut driver set, and I think that's it. All right, there's yesterday's yard sale scores. I'm glad you stuck around to check it out. I really appreciate it. I want everybody to have a super nice Sunday and a great week and a safe week next week. And until next time, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you around.